The Tang dynasty, spanning from the year 618 to the year 907, was an expansive, dynamic, cosmopolitan empire that replaced the Sui dynasty. Along with the expansion of trade and the opening of the Grand Canal, extreme economic growth affected the country as reunification continued, along with vast cultural and political progress within China. The Tang capital, Chang'an, became the largest city in the world. Under the rule of Taizong, Empress Wu, and Xuanzong, China thrived. Surrounded by arts and poetry, the three rulers of the Tang dynasty created an empire that not only governed its people well, but did so with great integrity. Although the rebellion of Lushan brought an end to this era, the Tang remains a time period where art and culture flourished greatly. The most notable emperor of the Tang dynasty is Xuanzong, who reigned from 712 to 756 BCE. A father to 30 sons and 29 daughters, Xuanzong was a man that consisted of a harmonious blend of Confucian rationalism and Taoist individualism. He conducted state ceremonies on a grand scale and authorized a major codification of state ritual. In addition, he established a new academy for poets to liven up the poetry written at his court, which was also used to amuse him on his outings with his palace ladies. As a man who enjoyed music and horses, and as the grandson of Empress Wu, the previous Tang ruler, Xuanzong's court was drenched in high culture. All these enjoyable hobbies did not hinder him from tending to the affairs of the state to his maximum ability. Xuanzong consistently took prompt action to curb the power of imperial relatives and Buddhist monasteries, both of which gained strength under the power of Empress Wu. He ordered a new census and reformed the equal field system to combat the declines in tax revenue, and, in response to threats from the Turks and the Tibetans, he restructured the country's defense establishment by setting up rings of military provinces along the frontier from Sichuan to Manchuria. But what Xuanzong was most notable for was his love for young Guifei. Young Guifei was a beautiful, witty, and accomplished young woman who first entered the palace as a Taoist priestess. She first married Li Mao, the son of Emperor Xuanzong, at the age of 16. After the emperor's consort Wu, died, the emperor fell in love with her and decided that someday he would take her as his consort. Young Guifei and Emperor Xuanzong had a mutual interest in music and dance, although she lacked political sense. Since she was already the wife of his son, Xuanzong arranged for her to become a Taoist nun to prevent criticisms of his plan of making her his concubine. After bestowing a new wife upon his son, young Guifei finally became Xuanzong's favorite concubine. Overwhelmed with love, Xuanzong forgot all about state affairs and the economy and focused all his attention on pleasing young Guifei and making her happy. She was promoted to a new rank of Guifei, the highest rank of a concubine, one that was higher than that of Xuanzong's previous consort Wu. Xuanzong also allowed young Guifei to place friends and relatives in important positions in the government. High offices were given to her uncle, cousins, and sisters. Even Emperor Xuanzong's highly honored sister, Li Qiying, the Princess Yuzhen, did not dare to take a seat more honorable than one that belonged to a member of the Yang family. By 752, young Guifei's family had basically dominated the political scene of China, occupying positions in all areas. In the year 747, Lushan, a military general who had a close relationship with young Guifei, was given 160,000 troops by Xuanzong as an effort to please his favorite concubine. However, after getting into a quarrel with Yang's cousin over the control of the government, Lushan declared war, using the very troops that Xuanzong provided him. With an army of more than 100,000 veteran troops, Lushan headed southwards towards Luoyang. Feared by what may be to come, Emperor Xuanzong and young Guifei fled the city at night, but the troops accompanying them staged a mutiny and strangled young Guifei, blaming her as the cause of all the empire's troubles. And so, the decline of the country becomes troublesome, as the Tang central government now attempts to revive the country through means of bandit gangs. Political and military power devolve to the local level, and thus, the Song dynasty begins.